Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel in the first place. Today we have a Todoroki X listener. It's Fragile Like Glass by Kokoro on AO3. The link will be in the description along with possible trigger warnings, so please read those before you continue. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. Shoto can't dream of hurting you. Not a single strand of hair on the top of your head. A little itch at the back of his mind has always found you precious. Fragile even. Which can sometimes lead him to being a little overprotective, but it's all in good intentions, he swears on it. Like the one time you scraped your knee during training, let's just say the ground didn't survive, or the time a villain almost nicked your skin with a knife of theirs. You had never seen Shoto's ice freeze someone in place so fast. He's your knight in shining armor, you can say, and with the way he treats you so delicately, you can even say you're like his flower. But there were times where he couldn't stop it, stop you from experiencing the pain he tried so desperately to protect you from, and worst of all, the mar to your skin that was caused by him. During a training session, Aizawa had paired you and him against one another. It was going relatively well, and sure, you were both running out of energy as Aizawa began making his rounds with feedback on each of the duels. You managed to dodge another one of Shoto's attacks, and was about to go forward with another strike when Shoto had lost control. Can you believe that? He had asked himself after, lost control over his ice quirk of all things. He wanted to bury himself 6 feet under the ground when he shot a spike of ice towards you, the surface of it spiraling and zipping towards your surprised features. It cut through your right eye like a dagger with its own jagged edge, blood spilling from the cut and down the curve of your cheek and jaw. The pain hadn't even registered when you doubled over slightly from shock. You could see the dirt ground stain red, and through a hand over your marred eye. Should you blink, would this stinging stop? You couldn't tell, because with every subconscious flutter of your eyes, blood dripped and dripped from them, mixed with tears. It didn't hurt too bad. And oh, you can't see. The hand that covered half of your face was barely visible, but in a panic you deduced, it's just the blood. You can't see through the blood, it's not like you'd never see again. Your body was numb from shock and exhaustion, and suddenly there was a distant call of your name, and staggered steps from Shoto as he hesitantly ran up to your own coward figure. His hand had only reached out slightly when you looked up from your crouched position, blood dripping down from your hand and slipping through fingers and curling around your wrist. A mirror image was what he saw. Oh, his mark on you would leave a nasty scar. He was just like his father. An idiot, monster. However, his horror didn't reflect onto your features. Shoto only saw a gaze of concern, worry that flitted over his suddenly tear-stricken face. No, Shoto, I'm okay, it's okay. You barely got the words out before the boy stumbled away from you, almost tripping on his own feet from the panic and chilling guilt that told him what a monster he was, how reckless he was being. I'm sorry. The words tumbled from his lips in small whimpers. He fell to the ground with another stagger, tucking his head between his knees as he pulled out his hair, short breaths stealing oxygen from his lungs. God, I'm so sorry. You tried to get closer to him, to comfort him, but when you pulled back your hand and saw the blood, no wonder Shoto couldn't look at you. You maintained your distance, no matter how much you wanted to wrap your arms around him and pull him into an embrace. But you knew that if you forced anything from Shoto, you would have been hurting him more. Aizawa had to pull him up from the ground after that, and you had been taken to Recovery Girl by Izuku, who stopped his training session at Shoto's distress. It was an incident that scarred Shoto more than you could have imagined. Even now, as he sits across from you in your shared home, his fingers graze a scar left by his own doing with gentle touches, hand trembling ever so slightly. I'm all right, Shoto, you whisper as his thumb brushes over your lashes and over the rough skin. It was a long time ago. It's okay. I know. His lips curl up just a bit to comfort you, but you can see it in his eyes that it still hurts when they land on your scar again. He leans forward in your chair, and your eyes flutter close on instinct as he places a feather-light kiss on your right eye. Although your sight had been slightly impaired from the accident, you could still feel the little sparks that course through you when he lingers for just a moment before pulling away. "Thank you for staying with me, my love," he whispers under his breath. Although the man has always seen you as fragile, it's in this moment that Shoto's the only one who looks like glass, with watering eyes and wobbling lips from holding back a frown. You reach out a hand to wipe a tear that escapes down his cheek, and send him a smile that you hope reassures his doubts and worries. "Wouldn't want it any other way, Shoto."